Yes, guys, we are finally back. We have finally made it for the second reaction video I've dropped on this here YouTube platform. Welcome to this here Mystelics reaction. I guys actually dropped the previous one on the BrBpTV YouTube platform. You can definitely check that link in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. So definitely do that vibrations at the end of this here video, brothers and sisters. I would appreciate that right there. And then, of course, don't forget to do what? Hit that like button, brothers and sisters. Hit that like button. So, of course, helping the algorithms to push these videos for them for the audience. And, of course, guys, don't forget to subscribe, of which where I tend to give my views on a number of things, pretty much pertaining to that of the Caribbean people. Dominica, of course, is definitely that very interested right there. So definitely do so, guys. Subscribe. I would appreciate that for you to get vibrations and be notified when I drop my videos right there. And then, of course, guys, with that said, let us get into the vibrations for today. Right there. Now, brothers and sisters, I saw this video in Roseau, which of course was rather interesting.
Very good.
I saw this right there. And it seems like there are some individuals from the boat that came today, of a number of folks who are going bike riding, and I was very much excited to see that. This is a very good thing right there. Big up to whoever is organizing this. Maybe my question is, who exactly is organizing the bikes for them? Do they come on the bike? Do they come with the bikes on the boat, or is there somewhere that giving bikes, you know, or renting bikes so that they can use and then bring back the bikes and so forth and so forth? I don't really see any stalls with bicycles there. I think that would have been a nice business to have when it comes onto the situation. But I also saw this very particular situation right there, which I think is not a good thing. I think we should at least, you know, this little portal of water, I know it might have rained and what have you, brothers and sisters, that might not be an issue to the magnitude, but individuals are stepping over this, and I think something should have been done in that regard, or at least fix the problem, brothers and sisters. Make a nice little slope so that the water can, you know, or there's some sort of drainage system in there where you can organize something good. I think that can actually happen. Of course, trying to cater for the individuals who tend to bring monies in Dominica, but don't forget, don't forget the Dominicans themselves, brothers and sisters. Of course, we're taking you all the way to the southeastern part of Dominica.
Yes,
right
this
there.
Is Siri exposing. Well, what we do? What's
big up Siri? I think Siri actually did a video on this as well, so you can definitely check out Siri exposing on his YouTube channel to get a bit more of these vibrations. But of course, I was sent this, and I had to do this video since when? Last week, I think Saturday. I say not like it so far. We on Monday, brothers and sisters, and of course Saturday. I think that video was sent to me Saturday or Friday, one of them. But there's some garbage issues, brothers and sisters, that needs to be checked.
Yes, this is Siri exposing. Well, what really, what's really happening now? Over a month now, we have garbage all about in Bagatelle. What's really happening in Dominica? What happening to the government of Dominica?
Well, we know the government is lazy right there. We know the government is lazy, or either they're doing things for themselves and don't really care about the people, so they are not really lazy, they're actually active for themselves. That could be one of the situations right there, brothers and sisters. Tell me if I lie. Considering, telling me if I lie, brothers and sisters, the BrBpTV video that I actually did, the reaction, would indicate that very same sentiment right there. Because you ask yourself, why is the government completely neglecting what the people are actually telling them? Hey, don't build on our park. For 5 years they did it, they come back 5 years later and do this, and then about 2 years later they come in to do the same thing too. And they tell the people are telling them, go to the drawing board, we do not need you guys to mess up our park. Our only recreational activity in the spot, and you want to just come and mess it up. No, don't do that. Well, apparently they don't listen in and they do it, and now the people have to put fire and all kind of thing on the road to block the road. Police have to come in there.
What's really happening?
A month. Man even putting garbage on top vehicle. They probably check it, don't put it on the ground. Probably dogs and things will mess it up. Let's put it on top the Brogodo vehicle right there. The vehicle self need to move, you know, but of course, you know.
I would like somebody to tell me what's really going on in Dominica.
Well, nothing
please.
Is remember Lennox, they was talking about do nothing. Well, the same do nothing that has been doing nothing, you know, it's nothing that happening there. That is the do nothing in Dominica. Nothing is happening. So I guess Skerrit them must say, what, do nothing coming up? Well, we're not doing nothing.
What's really happening?
Or are they failing to pay the garbage truck? This is not too far from understanding, because I know from time to time, and this has been going on for quite some time, where the government seems to have failed to pay the individuals who are picking up the garbage. Even though individuals seem to be paying monies for individuals to pick up garbage, apparently they are not paying the garbage individuals to pick up the garbage. So apparently the money is going to them. That's what it seems, brothers and sisters. I don't know, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but individuals are paying money. I remember when they started implementing that, where people have to pay monies, you know, so that they can pick up garbage, they can pick up your garbage and what have you. But did that stop? Because if that is still continuing, brothers and sisters, and I think it is, why isn't this stuff getting picked up? Is either two things I can conclude: the garbage people are not getting paid for this, or the people are giving the monies for the garbage to be collected, and it's not being sent to the people who are collecting the garbage right there, picking up the garbage. Why? Why?
In Dominica, weeks now, weeks. Garbage been piling up in Bagatelle. Weeks. What's going on? What's going on in Dominica?
What's going on? Absolutely nothing.
What happened to the government of Dominica? 24 years. Okay. 24 years of going backwards.
Boy, that is something else. That's literally true. 24 years of going backwards. We're going backwards in reverse backwards, brothers and sisters. I know that don't make sense. We're going backwards in reverse. Brothers and sisters, we are reversing, brothers and sisters. I was going to say we're reversing in a forward motion, but that doesn't make sense neither. And we're saying reversing backwards doesn't make no sense either. So we're reversing, brothers and sisters, and we're going backwards. For 24 years, that's what we're doing. That's what Dominica is doing. Just constantly going backwards. We had these kind of issues, no, brothers and sisters. One of the things I always found it interesting, we used to have big blue bins where individuals from the neighborhood would then come in, throw the garbage into the big bins, and then the garbage truck probably once a week or something will come and pick up the bins. They decided taking that out so they can make people pay for the garbage. Boy. I don't know. That sounds like something for brothers and sisters. We had big blue bins in the different areas. People had the thing, they collect their garbage at the home, what have you, they put it in the garbage bag, and then they go to the bin and they dump it in the bin. Today, we have a system where we have to not pay for garbage to be picked up, and looking back at it and not picking up the garbage. I'm sure in other places the same thing is happening.
24 years of going backward. Somebody tell me, please, what happened to Dominica? What happened to the government of Dominica? 24 years of going backward.
Well, I think I know what, brothers and sisters. I think I know. Since the government has started, well, it's alleged to have started paying the places that they have owed a set of money. And of course, individuals have been right when they stated that the government has to pay the monies. Yes, the government definitely has to pay the monies, or they will take the government to court. They'll take Dominica government to court to have these monies paid. Okay, so Dominica definitely has to pay these monies for certain. So I'm thinking that Dominica probably redirecting the funds that they will probably take to do these things, and they're redirecting the funds so that the funds can go into pay whoever it has to pay. And of course, you know, they have put up prices in certain things so that the government can collect more taxes to, you know, meet the obligations of what they have caused to the people of Dominica. Now the people have caused it, you know, bad decisions of the government, bad decisions of the government have been made by the government, and the people have to end up paying for it. Why? Well, it makes sense because the people are the ones electing these people to run the country, and they are doing terrible things. And when they do terrible things in the place, you know, it's a reflection. So people, it is wise that you wisen up, or you'll constantly be in, you know, this situation. And of course, these things can, after they stay for a while, can breed diseases and bring rats and all this kind of stuff. There, not true. All right.
I'm singing to make you up, yeah. Things about us.
Yes, sir.
Everybody knows from there, bring money. We have to bring money.
Well, this is new. So you mean to tell me people are nailing nails on posts so that they can hang the rubbish? And I think that makes sense because they're trying to hang the rubbish so that dogs or whoever cannot just come and burst the plastics, or fowls cannot just come and, you know, mess up the scene. You know, dog can't climb. But if this continues, brothers and sisters, dogs will have to learn new abilities and start climbing poles and eating. Yes. Siri, that singing not for you, no, Papa. Not for you at all.
Back our money, Skerrit. Back our money.
Yes, man.
I bring money. Everybody's out of there. Bring money.
So it seems like this is a lot of places, different areas. So some places actually have it on the ground, which, you know, they say, well, I bring my garbage there, you to pick it up, that is all your business. If dog come and mess it up, that is all your business. All you do picking it up, hey. Even a stove there, we, well, somebody come and get a stove in Bagatelle and try and fix it. A stove or a washing machine, whatever that thing is. Things are hard in the Commonwealth. If you can fix a whole washing machine, let it be done. It's interesting that Dice has made that song, brothers and sisters. And I'm thinking about the pensioners' money. Seems like the government can use the pensioners' money and then replace it. But if the government cannot replace it, then that means the pensioners are going to have problems. I've been hearing that the pensioners are not receiving money. Is that true? If that be the case, brothers and sisters, I wonder why. Anyways, brothers and sisters, you know, things are hard in the Commonwealth. They might not want to bring monies and whatnot with the Commonwealth. Well, there are opportunities out there, and they decided to show it to you guys as well. We are hiring. British Columbia is actually hiring an individual, and they well, it seems like how many individuals, well, they do see in that regard right there. A good level of English is required, 1 year experience in customer service, a valid driver's license. I guess they want individuals to drive, but of course they want individuals to work in the amusement park in British Columbia. Of course, the email is right there, recruiting Eagle or recruit whatever, brothers and sisters. You've seen it down there. Send an email. The pay is $20.50 an hour, Canadian dollars. Brothers and sisters, working in an amusement park. Imagine that. Working in an amusement park is $20.50 Canadian. And man in bank saying they live in a prestigious job. It's interesting, you know, brothers and sisters. I remember when they put $15 at Burger King or one of them fast food restaurants, and people in high jobs would have been making way less than people in Burger King in the United States. No wonder the government wanted to prevent the Clear Harbor from paying you individuals in U.S. country. Yes, the government, the Dominica Labour Party government, prevented the Clear Harbor workers from getting paid in U.S. currency, because they feared that the individuals who were working in ministry and a number of places will leave these jobs to go and get the US dollars. That of course converts to much higher than they were gonna be getting paid. Right there. So you can pretty much read this stuff right there, brothers and sisters. So $20.50 per hour to work in an amusement park, I guess, to do rides. You can see this stuff. If this is for you, send an email, send your CV, brothers and sisters. Landscaping in Canada, they are hiring as well. Completion of secondary school is an asset. Must be able to communicate in English. English is valid, brothers and sisters. A valid driver's license, I guess, is a plus. So if you have a Dominican license, that's always a good thing right there. You can always convert it up there. And what have you, brothers and sisters. 2 years experience in lawn work and landscaping is a plus. I must send this to somebody I know who does this. But of course, if you want to get this, it pays $18 Canadian dollars an hour in, of course, Canada. Send an email right there, brothers and sisters, expressing your interests. And of course, these are requirements that you need. Also, brothers and sisters, we are hiring in Canada food counter attendants. Right there, of course, language, English, secondary, high school education, years of experience, 6 months plus in the field right there. Valid drivers, like, well, if you can't drive, well, you need to learn to drive right there, brothers and sisters, so you can get this going during the duration of contract seasonal. Of course, they have 4 spots remaining, and of course, salary is $16.75 per hour right there, brothers and sisters. Much better than the salaries in Dominica. And of course, you can see the observation and requirements right there. It's not over. Canada also is telling you right there of another thing. English, brothers and sisters, hiring concrete finisher. There's a lot of experts. Apparently, they are giving the Chinese the job. So, Dominicans, what do you do when they are trying to put you at the back burner? You go. That's what you do, brothers and sisters. There's a number of experts in Dominica, and I think this can be helpful to them as well. They have 5 slots, and guess what? They are paying them at $30 an hour. Wonderful job right there. Some of you guys working for $100 a day for 8 hours. EC dollars. You getting to make that in 2 hours. No, sorry. 30, well, Canadian dollars. So I guess an hour and 20 minutes. You getting to make what a Dominican would make $100 an hour Then $100 a day, or $120 a day. You get to make that in about an hour and a half in Canada. An hour and a half versus what? 8 hours, brothers and sisters, in Dominica. I think that's a viable one. They have 5 slots, brothers and sisters. Reach out. The email is right there for you guys. Bring money, Mr. Abdullah. Bring money. Well, if you don't want to bring money, brothers and sisters, go and get your money. All right. Also, construction, roofers, and carpenters. Right there. 2 years employment contract. Of course, receiving $24 an hour, which of course is also a good thing right there. Must be secondary school graduate. Must be able to speak and write in English. Minimum 2 years experience in, of course, is an asset in any of these fields: construction, roofers, or carpentry. Right there, roofing, carpentry. So if you know anybody in that regard, set it for them, brothers and sisters. That would be helpful right there. Of course, moving along to the last one that I actually have right there. Oh, this is the same thing. Okay, this is the same thing. All right. So, brothers and sisters, just decided to help you guys in that regard. $24 an hour, which can definitely help you in that regard if you definitely want to get something done with yourself, make something happen. And don't be too proud, brothers and sisters. This is money right there. This is bank. 2 years contract can help you. You can even decide to want to set up in Canada, organize yourself, go to school in the meantime. Do something and stay there, you know. And just saying, brothers and sisters, because Dominica doesn't want to help its own Dominican people. Look at what is happening in Calavishi, like I indicated before. So might as well get the abilities and the opportunities of other countries if you can do so as well. Like I indicated before, brothers and sisters, some of you guys can actually work online. If you can do so, wonderful. If you cannot do so, go overseas and get the jobs that are available to you right there. Okay, so I'm just letting you guys know these things. I know a number of Dominicans who actually are contract every 6 months in Canada. They go on. There's actually one individual I know who, when I went to Toronto, I left Toronto, and then when I left Toronto, he messaged me, bro, you in Toronto? And then I told him I was already gone already. I was already in the next side of the world when he messaged me right there. But of course, that particular individual, I think he works for 6 or 8 months, and then he spends about a month and a half or 2 months, and then he goes back up, brothers and sisters. He goes back up, and he's talking like he's happy and thrilled. So there are a number of jobs out there, brothers and sisters. And of course, if you're working hard and diligent, they will see that, and of course will want to keep you. Of course, they renewed his contract again. So congratulations to the particular individual that I'm talking about. Salisbury massive, big up on yourself one time. And of course, he's definitely making his monies, helping his family. We were talking, and he was just telling me it does help him tremendously. He's saving monies, he's helping his parents, and of course he's able to do things here and there for himself that he would never be able to do in the nature of the Caribbean, brothers and sisters. You see how vital currency is? You see how vital currency is, brothers and sisters? Vital currency is. Okay, all right. I just letting you guys know that right there. And of course, these are what appears to be living wages on the standard of Dominica, right there. On the standard of Dominica, if you're able to go and make these monies, go ahead, brothers and sisters. Apply. Don't say, boy, they wouldn't hire me, or think, oh, I wouldn't get the job now, so let me know. Apply. All right, brothers and sisters, before I said right there, give this video a thumbs up if you understand it. If you want to see more, brothers and sisters, definitely subscribe and turn on that post notifications so you can get all the videos, brothers and sisters. Hit that like button. And definitely check out the previous reaction I did on the BrBpTV YouTube platform. You definitely want to go check that out. Right, it's about Mystelics. Once again, guys, be real. Salute the king. Be positive.